Hi there, welcome to our quick tutorial on how to use the elevator quiz, a new multi-choice style quiz from Tutor2U, using one of our PowerPoint resources to enable teachers to edit and include their own set of questions on whatever topic they want to. It's a fairly straightforward multi-choice quiz. What you're going to do is you're going to have a question with 3 possible answers, 1 correct, 2 incorrect. But just to add that little twist, we're calling it a confidence-based marking quiz. Let me just explain what that is before we go through how to use the resource. Here we go. A little bit of explanation. You can show this to your students, or you can just use it for yourself to understand a little bit better about confidence-based marking. So we're going to ask our students to give us an answer, A, B or C, but alongside that we want them to tell us how confident they are in their answer. Do they have a low level of confidence, do they have a medium level of confidence, or do they have a high level of confidence? And by doing that, what we're hoping is students are thinking a little bit more analytically, with a little bit more clarity about why they're choosing which answer they've gone for. To help them with that, we've got a degree of jeopardy that comes from a marking, a points-based system for their answers. So let's say they give us answer A and it was correct, and they said that they had a low level of confidence, they would get 1 mark. But if they said they had a high level of confidence, they would get 3 marks and 2 marks for medium. However, if they said answer A and it was incorrect, and they'd said that they had a low level of confidence, they would get 0 for their mark, they would get -2 at medium levels, and -6 at high levels. So there's a real jeopardy from saying, right, here's my answer, I'm highly confident, because if they've got it wrong, they'll get a big minus score. So it gets students to think about things. Of course, sometimes they'll be very, very confident about their answers, and they should go for the highly confident, but it does get them to think a little bit more about it. A bit more explanation on the second slide here about the impact and the effect that using confidence-based marking will have. Okay, let's go back to the quiz itself and show you how to use it. If I just escape out of the main slideshow mode here and into the PowerPoint slide in edit mode, I want to show you this slide 4 here, because this is the real engine behind the whole quiz. This is the thing that the teacher will edit to ensure that the quiz matches their needs. So it's a fairly straightforward table on that slide there, a table that you can edit, a table that you can cut and paste from another table too. So if you've done your set of questions and answers on a Word document, for example, you can cut and paste them into this table here, as long as you always cut and paste into this table on slide 4. Otherwise the resource won't work. And just while I'm on that one, it's important to point out that when you first open up this slide, it'll ask you to enable macros, and you must do that, otherwise the resource won't work properly. So I've inputted my set of questions there in this first column here. So I'm using some general knowledge quiz questions here. Then my correct answer is in column 2, and then 2 incorrect answers in columns 3 and 4. And what the code behind the resource does is, as well as drawing in the question here into the slides, it also then randomly places the correct answer into either A, B or C, so that you've got different answers, the correct answers in a different position each time. Okay, so how do we use this then? Let's just come out of that for a second. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to get your students to draw up or use this little student answer sheet. So it's fairly simple. So if you wanted to just get your students to draw it up on a piece of paper, you can do that, or you can print off this final slide here for as many students you've got. It's showing question numbers 1 to 10 there. Of course, you don't have to do 10. You can do less than that if you want to. They're going to write their answer, A, B or C, in this second column. They're then going to say whether they have a high, medium or low level of confidence, and then once they know the answer, they can write the score per question there. At the end of the quiz, they can tot up how they've done and work out how well they've done in comparison to their friends. Okay, so there you need to have one of those ready for your students. Let's go back to the quiz itself then. So starting from slide 1, let's click here to start. When I press on this button here, we'll go immediately into question 1. So let's do that now. You probably won't be able to hear, but there's a tiny little bit of music in the background for the quiz. There's our question along the top there. So mine saying the song An Englishman in New York was about which man? And there's our 3 possible answers. Answer A, answer B, answer C. Students sit down. They've got about 20, 30 seconds here, or as long as you really want to give them, to think about what their answer is. But then, of course, also say what their level of confidence is. Is the level low, medium or high? So write down their answer, A, B or C, and then L, M or H, depending on how confident they are. And then let's have a look at the answer. I'm sure you know the answer to that question is answer B, Quentin Crisp. And then we get these little tables turn up that show the students what their score was. So if they did put answer B in this case, there's their score 1, 2 or 3, depending on their level of confidence that they put down as well. But if they got it wrong, answer A or answer C here, there's a score as well. So 0, -2 or -6, again depending on their level of confidence. I'll just go on to question 2 very quickly to show you that. So click here for the next question. There's our question along the top of the screen again. 3 possible answers will appear as they do there. And the students have to do the same thing again. Decide is it answer A, B or C, and what's their level of confidence. Write that down on their answer sheet. And after an appropriate amount of time that you've given them, we'll be able to go through the answer. So a little answer here. Click here for answer. Button comes up. Let's have a look. And there was our answer. And you keep going then through however many of the 10 questions you want to go through, 5, 6, however many it is that you wanted to do. There you go then, a very quick tutorial on how to use our elevator quiz, a multi-choice quiz format that uses confidence-based marking.